Alright, hello buddy, it's Uncle Byron. Up to my usual antics of batch recording. Welcome to the channel. Doing my, I don't know what the hell, why I can't spit words out lately. It's an outer Stalker custom run. Well, it's not a custom run, it's a challenge, custom challenge. Yeah, I'm grabbing this coal, foo. I don't need that hammer. I want the hammer. I'll leave those matches. Some poor other soul might need it. I try to think of everybody, you know. This actually might not be a bad spot. This barrel might provide some protection. I don't know. See what we can get. Yeah, it does work. But it's kind of early, actually. Let's see. There's another little building I used to sleep in up there. I don't know exactly where the hell it was, though. Oh, yeah. Let's tip it up, baby. Let's get it going, man. Don't mind me. I'm a punk. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just having a good time. I really love playing this game, and I love the fact that I can, you know, I'm getting the YouTube thing going and take people along with me. That excites me. Hello, Boom Boom. You're safe with me, buddy. I won't kill you, buddy. I'm not a mean interloper player. I know. I'm going to have to be, though. I'm going to do the interloper. I'm going to have to kill rabbits. I hate to say it. But, I mean, I'll try to snare them like that lady made her comment. That's what I usually do. Like, Trappers is a pretty decent spot for that. The farmhouse in PV, outside that little barn.
Wonder if I can drop any of
They
this
like to run
gear.
around there, so you can set snares up and do that. They're not like they're hard to get. You can find snares. You know, Trappers has them. Obviously, it's Trappers, right? Pants I can't use. That's some calories. All right, let's do this. Sleeping outside, Forsaken Airfield with a 20 warmth bonus. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. But I found some coal, so as long as my fire doesn't get blown out, I should be all right. Look at that. Got some rifle rounds. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, every time I see one of those, it just makes me get stupid. And there you have it. Fuel. So, I can be Uncle Frivolous. You know what I mean? Check this. Make sure there's no stem. There's a stem. Sweet. Boots. I'm going to take those. I'm going to tear them down right now. Because I need leather, man. Hour and 30 minutes, though, sucks, but whatever. I'm inside. I'm warming up. Speaking of that, take advantage of that. Do a little bit of this shit right now, too. And we got to find a place to sleep outside. And hopefully it isn't like glimmer fog, crazy blizzard crap going on out there. That would suck. I don't need that shit like I need a hole in the head, man. You know what I mean? All right, cool. I'm lost in the burn. All right. Sharpen up a knife, man. Oh, more. Do I hear glimmer shit going on? Oh boy. Do this one too while we're at it. Still a little early. This is going... Oh, no. Why did I do that? You see what I mean, people? 150 bullets, though. I'll take them. Damn cigar went out. Alright, cool. Yeah, we got glimmer bullshit going on. That's alright, I got tea.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Is this a glimmer or an aurora? I think this is just an aurora. I don't see any that glimmer shit going on. I'm gonna go over there to that little building. See it over there? It's not perfect cover, but it's thick 3 sides. Wander around over there. Actually, I got the radio, you know. I could check the freaking bunker here, but I don't have it. I'm not at that point yet. Where the hell do I see that? Transmitters. No, see, I gotta open up that first shit first. Not progressed in Signaloid at all, so it's not gonna let me do it. That's fine. Figured it wouldn't, because this is the last one you check, and this is the one that has the technical balaclava, or whatever you want to say it. Balaclava, in there, and that holster that I don't think does shit for your rifle weight, but whatever, it's just me. Maybe they'll fix that, because I played with, equipped it in my accessory slot, and I didn't see any noticeable difference in rifle weight, so. Still haven't had anyone comment on an answer to that either, by the way, which is weird. I think somebody in the Long Dark community would know what the hell that thing does, or if it works or don't work. I don't think it works. I'll just leave it at that. I know this is a trek, but I do want to get to that freaking hangar though and get that recipe at least and get the kits and shit and get out of here. Because I might be able to make some more buff foods. Not waste them right now, that's for sure. Grab that stick. There's also, like, see that building up there? It's got a fireplace in it, believe it or not, but it's, like, really super, I don't know. Maybe let's walk over there just for giggles. Let's check it out. Temp's not really that terrible at the moment. I think it's over this way. I might be wrong. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been here. I don't think that's it. I don't think this is the... I think it's the other street that's on. I don't know. Let me go look. I don't want to roam off too far. I'll get up on this rock. If I don't think I see it, I'll just head back to that building over there. And we'll just try our luck, I guess. That's where we're at right now, man. We're just trying luck. There's spots out behind that one building, I think, that you could probably try to sleep at. I don't know. Yeah, this is not what I was thinking. Okay. That's fine. I think it's on that side over there, actually. It's just like a building. It's all dilapidated, but it's got a fireplace in it. And I've slept there before, because for some reason the fireplace doesn't seem to blow out. So that could have been a decent spot, but... You're my lady. All right, we're here, mates. What's wood do I got? I got plenty. All right. Too bad you couldn't put a fire right there. Right? That'd be cool. Won't let you though. I've tried it before. Hey, you can't put a fire in here, man. This shit's in your way. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of sneak it right. Kind of right there. Yeah, I'll use that accelerant. How? I don't care, man. All right, 8. Here we go. Gambling with the wood again. But what the hell am I gonna do? This thing can be a pain, but I want to try to get it. Yeah, I had a spot. It's the green. There we go. It's about as good as I'm gonna get. All right. Or cook a tea, make it a nice hot one. Gonna drink something, eat something, and try to take a snoozer and get the hell out of here. Get the stuff out of the sit out of the kitchen and get out of here. I don't think it's do me any good really being here. Alright, I'm gonna drink that. So I don't have to worry about it getting me. Drink some water. Condition is a thing at the moment. Alright. I don't really see the wind getting too stupid yet. I'm gonna gamble with 3 here. See what we come up with. Yeah. Kinda got lucky with the Aurora, to be honest with you. The wind is an issue, but I'm gonna do 2 hours because that wind looks like it's starting to blow kind of diagonally at me a little bit. So sleep and see what the fire. I still hear it crack-a-lacking, so that's good. Yeah, it calmed down. The wind actually calmed down. I'll do 3 again. All right, sweet. We'll do that, I guess. Might as well get some warm up on us while I'm sitting here at a fire, right? 2 hours left. I could have made water, but I got some out of the toilet, so I'm cool. I'm sitting at, 0.79. What's my favorite number for water? We all got our thing, right? Driving that train, I shot Cobain. Just kidding. Jerry Garcia did not shoot Kurt Cobain. He did sing about it, though. You know? Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Yeah, baby. I grew up with a mother that liked her records. And let me tell you, she'd be flipping them things. I'd get off the school bus and she'd be in there with that old console stereo, the flip-up lid with the 8-track and the FM player. And played albums, and she'd stack up the 45s on that thing so they just drop one after another, and she'd play records, and she'd be blaring that thing, and that thing sounded so good. Really old. It was like a 1960s, late 60s console. Had the 8-track in it, the FM player, AM player, and the record player, and the speakers were in the front, and it just had such an awesome sound. It was so loud. So I grew up around a lot of 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s music. I have a really, really, really eclectic music knowledge, I guess you'd say. I mean, I know a lot of oldies. I know 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I stopped really listening to music in the 90s when it started getting to be punk-ass bullshit, but that's besides the point. Pretty much everything they turn out these days is just social engineering horse shit, really. Nothing that interests me in any way, shape, or form. And that goes with Hollywood, too. They can stuff most of that in their butts. Bastards. It's all garbage. Anyone watches it, just don't watch it, guys. Run, man. Go on YouTube. Find some 80s shit. Back when, movies were kind of real. They're low. If you go back to the 80s and watch some of that stuff, you can see some of the social bullshit in there, too, but not as bad.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
We weren't innocent in the 80s, Oops, this way, dummy. It's kind of dark. Not too bad. But we did sleep outside, so there's that. Oh, yeah, fools. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just walking around me. Just walking. Yes, indeed, I'm a-walking. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. All right, man. Let's get moving. My mother used to, she'd put on the records, and she'd, Chubby Checker, the Twist, and she'd be burning up some carpet in that house, man. Let me tell you. They used to call it back in the day, burning some rug, you know? Funny. But she had a good time, though. She enjoyed it, you know? She used to sing and dance and all kinds of stuff. She knew all those dances. She loved music. My father listened to classical, so I got introduced into some of that. I mean, he listened to Tchaikovsky and Beethoven and Bach and all that shit. And so I got to listen to that. And he loved the Beach Boys. I don't know why, he just did. Alright, got the recipe, got all the crap. I really don't see any urgent need to be... No, we're going down this way. Oh yeah, foos. Get the hell out of here. Door right here, and I'm using it.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Alright, well. These things are kind of cool. Excuse me. You can loot this. You know, sometimes you find shit on them. Of course, the hatches and then the cargo, the stuff inside. But like I said, I don't really need any. There's nothing I can get that's going to improve my situation. You know, I just wanted to grab the radio and that recipe, get a few calories, and then bag out of here. I have to make a coffee because I need warming up anyway. So I'm going to come up here and find a spot real quick. Gonna have to deal with Mr. Wolf, it looks like. That's fine too. Mr. Wolf. There's his dead friend. Because he was being stupid. Alright. Wolves I'll kill. They come after me, you know. Rabbits don't attack me. Why would I kill them? They're innocent, man. They're boom booms. Trying to remember the name of the... I did a book. It was about rabbits. It was in middle school. I'm trying to remember something... Watership Down, I think. I can't remember the name of it. But it was about rabbits. And I read it, and it just... I don't know. From an early age, I just had this infinity for rabbits, really. I don't remember the name of that book. I think that's what it was. Watership Down. I remember the cover and everything. It had a rabbit on it. It was like goldish. I had the paperback version. I don't know if there was a hard one or not, but I had a paperback of it. And I did a book report thing for it in school. It's like one of my favorite things in school is when the bookmobile. They had the bookmobiles used to visit. They didn't have libraries. The school I was at was in a very small town, so they had a bookmobile, and they'd come and you, just like the regular school library, you know, you'd go in and you'd take a book out and sign for it and take it home, and then next time the bookmobile came to school, we'd all pile up outside and get more books. And I used to just read books. My parents had the full Encyclopedia Britannica set, so, you know, that was our Google back then, you know, it was Encyclopedia Britannicas. So, you know, when I did homework and stuff, I used those a lot. We all did. All of us kids did. Now look at it. You just jump online and makes people lazy and ignorant.
It's goddamn freezing.
I mean, you got people today that can't write cursive. They don't even teach it half the time anymore, which is stupid. I mean, sign here. Well, okay, you know, they're printing. You know, it's just, it's goofiest shit I've ever heard or seen in my life. So dumbing down on people, I can't stand it, to be honest. Drives me nuts. That's just my opinion. I'm old. Y'all might have your own opinion on that stuff, but that's just the way I look at it, you know. Because my mother had the most beautiful, beautiful penmanship that you've ever seen. So did my wife. My wife had really, really pretty cursive handwriting, and she could, you know, my mother used to do calligraphy and shit too, which was really cool. You know, she'd have all the different, you know, styles and widths, and so I got to see that, and she was like incredibly talented at doing ceramics. She used to own a ceramic shop, and and she would, that my father built a custom mold pouring, because you have to pour the clay into the molds, and then they got to set a certain amount of time depending on the mold, and then you peel it apart carefully. Well, you drain out the slip, it's clay, and you drain that out, and then you fire it off in a kiln, and then you paint it, plaques, and she had all kinds of like ashtrays and you name it. She had the nativity sets, which was very popular back then, the Christmas trees and the C-3POs, and she used to turn the C-3POs and Darth Vaders and the R2-D2s into lamps. You drill a hole in the top, and my mother and father would put the parts in it necessary to make it into a lamp with the shade and everything, and they'd sell them. And she also taught people how to do the working with different kinds of paints, and also I can't remember what it's called, chalks and stuff. And she was super good at it. Beautiful, absolutely. My father, too, he was very talented at it. She taught him, of course, but... And they did that for, I don't know, maybe 7 years, 8 years or something. It was like one of the bigger ceramic shops. Well, with the selection they had a huge selection. And my father sold it, but people came from all over the place to get it. Like I said, she was talented at it. I myself sucked at it because I have no artistic, I'll admit, defeat on that. I'm a musician, it was my thing. And I did ATV a lot when I was younger. I had some quads, and we'd go out every Sunday. We had a group called the Berkshire Mud Eaters, and we'd just go out and, 15, some weekends 30 people would show up. We just hit October Mountain State Forest area and Washington, Mass, right near the Appalachian Trail. You go up in the mountains, and it was just, big, huge, like, sand pits and, crystal clear spring water with, white springs coming out of the bottom. We'd fish in there, and we weren't supposed to, but we did. You catch the most, delicious trout in there. And some nights we'd get lost and end up, like, popping our seats off our ATVs and propping it against a tree and lighting a fire, and we always brought a cooler full of beer with food, and we just sit there and hoot and holler and get our hungover asses up in the morning and find our way and get back home, Used to freak my wife out because I didn't have cell phones, back then. So she'd be panicking. She would be there, too, every time it happened. The few times it happened, she'd be right at because she knew where we took off from. We always took off from my buddy's house because it was right near a trail that went to October Mountain State Forest. And so she'd be sitting right there, arms folded, leaning against the car. Where the hell were you all night? It's like, well, we thought we'd file a Dewey, and Dewey was, doing drugs. Well, Dewey liked his marijuana, let's just put it that way. So he'd be doing that, and we'd be following, him through the woods, and we'd get lost, So we learned a lesson. Don't follow Dewey through the woods, man. You get lost. Cool, wicked cool dude, just stoner. I just like my beer, We always, brought the collapsible fishing poles, a couple tackle boxes, But we always had food with us, We used to bring, like, lunch meat and some bread, like bologna cheese, shit like that. Sodas, beer, whatever. Because not everybody drank. We had some female participants, they didn't drink, so... they didn't smoke marijuana, or they do, drink, so... Hey, I never judge anybody, Each to their own. You want to smoke marijuana? Okay, feel free, I do it now and then. It relaxes you. Definitely a lot less now in my older age. I mean, I got to be pretty desperate for sleep, pretty much. I don't know anybody that, you can get the medical stuff now, but I've never done it, so I don't even know the process, really. I know you got to get a card and shit in some places, some you don't. I don't know. Florida, you can buy it legally without any medical, but it's 3% THC. It's really... But anybody can just walk in and get it, As long as you're 21. I think you got to be 21 for that. Actually, I don't think it's 18. I can't remember. Said I'm not big into it, so I don't know all the ins and outs. But each state's different. I know that. States have their own rules. Just checking for giggles. You never know. I'm right here, so what the hell. Plus I'm warming up, which I need. Oh, look at that. I loot one out of there, and there's one sitting there. That's funny. Alright, cool.
God, I'm starving.
Workbench, yay! Did I check that barnacle box? No, I did not. Alright, guys. Well, this is a good point for me to save at. I can't sleep here, but I'm going to go outside, I think, and see what we got for temperature. That's 2 down, so I don't really want to light a fire right now. Let's see about this car. I might be able to sleep in here and say, let's see. Nope. It's that cold. Yeah, it's air temperature's -3. It feels like 16, so. But I can go inside and sharpen up some shit when we get back and
Carry this load for much longer.
come out here, light a little mini fire. And I'll catch you guys next one. So everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I really would. And you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video, all right? Peace.